going on, people? Welcome to Football Carnage, and we are back with another Football Mania for you guys. And this is one that I'm not really looking forward to, right? It's been a lot of nonsense going on this season. I'm seeing us lose 4 straight El Clásicos. Everybody, some way, somehow, knows my number, right? People that never called me before are contacting me. It's just wild. But big up to everybody that's watching, right? Shout out to the chat. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe. Big up to the panel as well. Make sure that you guys subscribe to everybody who's up here. Their titles and their channels will be in the description. But, man, how's everybody doing?
It's a sweep. It's a sweep.
Hey, man, listen, man, I'm having a great week, man.
I got packed up. My
man
said Barca 4. My man said Barca in 4, bro. They said Barca in 4. Well,
you need a broom, Will?
Listen, man.
As many times as
just like you know.
Listen, that's cold, bro. That's cold. That's cold. Y'all got swept, bro. This is cold. Everything that's coming out of every Madrid fan is just cold. Y'all got swept 4 times in one season. Not only that, y'all let them get 3 trophies on your head top. Come on,
he
bro.
Said hold that. He said hold that when he was celebrating the trophy when Inter beat Barca somehow.
Yeah, man.
That was the peak of their season.
I'm not gonna lie. I celebrated that too. I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, congrats, Real Madrid.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be that shame. I celebrate. Hey, listen, I celebrate that. You're not winning that Champions League in my stadium. Like that's one thing guaranteed. So thank God for that.
Well, you're not winning it either. So I mean, we're good. And
you know, this man. Hold up. This man said. This man said you're not winning it at my stadium. Like he had any say in it whatsoever. Brother, your team was out already.
Bro, they lost. He lost the final in his own stadium to Chelsea.
I know you wanted mine.
Had Ryan Bertrand of Southampton at left back. They couldn't beat them in their own stadium. Crazy.
I do want to say, yes, Barcelona have beat us in the 4 El Clásicos this season, but we beat you in the previous 4 before that. It's just last season we only played 3 times.
Yeah, but Will, you guys got back to ask.
4 El Clásicos.
Combining 2.
That was 3 games.
No, wait.
3
what
games.
I'm saying is last season, right? We went 3-0, and then the season before
this
that,
is cold.
And then
so you're adding 2 seasons to get your 4.
Beat you guys in Copa del Rey. So from that Copa del Rey, last time that we beat was last season.
That's not all
this
season.
Down the last 3 years.
Bro.
I'm just saying, we beat you guys the last 4.
This is cold. This is cold.
This is
they beat you 4.
Stop.
Will. They beat you 4. They beat you 4 in the series, bro. They beat you 4 in the series. You got swept. It's all good.
It's a new low.
If we look at the last 8 El Clásicos,
nobody cares about.
Nobody
Oh
cares.
my God,
bro! They beat you in preseason as well.
Give it up, man. Will, give it up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta give it up. That's like Will, you're going outside, please.
I'm just asking a question. If you look at the last 8,
but when have we ever looked at the last 8?
But what I'm saying is that we've beaten you 4 straight El Clásicos
just following Madrid zone.
That's all that I'm saying.
Will, they beat you 4 times in one season to get 3 trophies.
I hear that.
Belt to ass, bro.
That's
actually 5.
It's 5. On your head top as well.
Hold on.
It's 5 if we're counting the friendly match.
That's exactly right. Foul victory.
Yo, that's shameless.
Why are we counting friendlies? Why are we counting games?
You're counting the last 8. We're supposed to count the last 9.
Let's count it.
All right, fine. So then let's count preseason trophies then. Since you want to count what I'm saying is, in the last 8 competitive, like I'm saying, in the last 8 official El Clásicos, it's 4-4. That's all I'm saying.
So in the preseason,
I don't know why you're getting upset. So I'm saying upset, and you're upset.
This copium is insane.
As I tell you, it's cold. It's cold. Will, you got belt to ass, and they Will.
Exactly, bro.
No, hold up. Real Madrid, hold up. No, Real Madrid, hold up. Will, you know why it's cold? Because Real Madrid fans started the season, we're talking about we're getting number 16. Little did y'all know that meant 16 goals in 4 El Clásicos. Y'all got belt to ass. Come on, bro.
Listen.
I lost count how many games you've lost.
Hold on, where is it?
Before we get started.
Well, you posted the video.
Can I just say this now, right?
Well, you got hit with the.
No.
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Adam, I actually have an announcement to make before we actually continue, guys, right? This is actually an announcement I need to do at the start of the show. Now, after yesterday's win between Barcelona and Real Madrid, the 4th straight win of the season against Real Madrid, it has finally been confirmed, right? I actually got news that it's finally been confirmed that as of 11th of May 2025, the ownership of Real Madrid Football Club has hereby been sold to Lamine Yamal until further notice.
True.
Real shit.
Includes,
He's cooked every single time.
And the owner of Barcelona is Anthony.
The stadium, the players.
The fuck are we talking about?
What the fuck is the main man doing?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Honestly.
Bro, hold on. Including the training facility, the stadium itself, the players' wages.
Motherfucker, you don't have your own stadium, let alone own theirs.
You're just
touchline.
You're so shameless. Touchline, you're so shameless.
You don't get to speak. Bro, you need to know that today, bro. I'm not listening to that, bro.
How can you say we don't have our own stadium, dude? It's been rebuilt.
I watch your
team.
It's not like we're the Clippers.
All right, wait. So hold on. One second, guys. One second. All right. So what an intro to the show. I mean, shit, we weren't even really supposed to just get into it straight like that. But yo, look, we got a lot of stuff to get into. Obviously, right? The El Clasico aftermath. Carlo done lost his job. Xabi Alonso is coming in starting in June. Also got to talk about some transfer news, right? Florian Wirtz looks like he's almost close to joining Bayern. And then we got to talk about Arteta because Liverpool fans trolled the hell out of you guys during that game.
Who's you guys? They troll the hell out of him, bro. They troll the hell out of me.
I have no idea where the hell Edwin is, right? This absolute fraud has gone missing today. He tried to call me, but the stream has already started, so I have no idea what he wants. I see him in the chat. Edwin, hold that.
He wants the link. This is what he was asking for.
There's no way that he wants the link.
That's what he said early in the stream. He said, how come this man hasn't sent the link? I don't know what he's on.
So how does everybody else have the link? Brother, you have my StreamYard login. Just log in to StreamYard.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I was dead ass waiting for the. I was waiting in the WhatsApp chat. I was like, where the hell?
Yeah, see, Edwin said, why didn't this guy send the code yet?
I at everybody when I send the links out.
You did. It's right.
Anyways,
it's in the group chat.
Yeah, it's in the group chat.
The company Barca fans are rattled in the chat.
Hey, look, man, fuck Barca. How about that?
This man's like, you're interrupting his monologue.
Right? Let's just get straight into it, right? Because this is what everybody's here for. Barcelona win their 4th straight El Clasico. They effectively won the league. And this season has been one of the best that they can remember for a very long time. Congratulations. They've won 3 trophies. I've won 2. Hold that.
You've not won 0. You've won 0. So I'll try to How have I won 0? Can I not show you a picture with Mbappe holding 2 trophies? What season was that?
No, bro. Stop. We all know that when we talk about trophies in the season, we talk about stuff that happens when the season starts.
Until the season mean nothing.
This season, we won the trophy in the middle of the season. Or what are you talking about?
That's something you
from last season.
That's something that.
Okay, well, look, I know that as Barca fans, you guys must forget what the UEFA Super Cup is.
They only, bro, that shit only counts when you're doing sextuples and stuff. Otherwise, people don't count that.
Not familiar with
what do you mean? It does count. It's a trophy.
You have to win the UCL.
Not RSM, it does count. Come on, bro.
Qualify. They count this season.
I know, hold up. I know Community Shield ain't talking to me, bro. Come on, let's not do this.
Hold
Bro, it's not. Bro, we are not comparing.
I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying your manager talking about community. I've won trophies and they call Community Shields. I'm like, come on. For Madrid. For Madrid, let's be real. For Madrid, you feel me? When we talk about what trophies you could win this season, y'all were not counting those trophies until you started losing the trophies.
First off, RSM, don't speak for Real Madrid fans. First, second.
Oh, so my bad. So you're right. Right. So I should lower my standard now. That I should lower the standard that I hold Real Madrid fans to. I heard you. Loud and clear. Copy.
Wait a minute. But you can't be holding standards, brother. To win these trophies, you have to win the fucking Champions League. Like, these are big trophies.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, let's not try and act like these are some like little shit.
But those are no. But my whole point is those trophies. Those trophies. No. So you got hold up. Well, you got to win those trophies because of your performances last season because of what you did the season before.
These 2 trophies.
I count
what season were they won,
bro?
This season or not?
We're really having a Super Cup debate.
We were doing. Hold on. Last 2 weeks ago when we were doing the preview on my channel, this brother literally said it on the stream that day. Me and Will was like, every trophy. If you look at the trophies we won this season, they are amalgamation of what we did the season before. So you don't even count them. And now this week you're telling me it counts?
It's cold.
It's from the season before.
It's cold.
You can't try to act like you guys won it.
Omar, you are absolutely waffling. No shit. That's like saying if you win the Champions League this season, you only won it based off what you did last season. No shit. You have to qualify for it from the previous season. Sherlock,
what is this guy on about?
Talking about?
I am holding you to your word.
Brother, me saying, hold on, me saying, wait, 1 second. Me saying that we qualified for these trophies from last season, duh, that's how you qualify for any trophy, is what you get from the previous season. Fuck you talking about? If you qualify for a tournament, it's because of what you did last season.
Can I tell you something? Well, can I tell you something? Like,
talk about the game.
No, you won them trophies, great. Can I just say? Touch on 1 second. Touch on 1 second. I'm trying to defend.
We just need to talk about a Clásico, man. Come on.
Yeah, we will.
Hold on. RSM is counting the trophy that Barca won on Real Madrid's head top, which was the Super Cup, which was again from last season. But it's not counting the Super Cup that was won from the Champions League that Real Madrid won last season. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, wait.
We played that game 3 months ago.
Okay, I want to get to that point.
Literally played it 3 months.
Super Cup was played back in the
guys, let me get
sometimes, bro.
I want to get to that point.
He literally said you won 3 trophies on their head tops.
Bro, we're saying that this is when we played them to 3 finals and we've beaten them.
Oh, let me screen share. Well, look at this. Look at this.
All right. Hold on.
Madre mia.
I can't even.
See this guy.
This is your club, by the way. That you put up banners for the Super Cup that they won. This is Chelsea putting up a banner for the Super Cup.
Wait. Do you? Wait. Are you?
Wait. By the way, can I just say? Wait. Can I just say something?
Wait. Touchline. Are you? Wait, touchline. Are you mentally retarded? Are you mentally like? Do you? Have you lost? Hold up. Do you know what the concept of time is? Do I have to start from there? Do you know the concept of time? We won that. No one's arguing, oh, we won that in the past, so now that trophy counts for this season. What I'm arguing is that the trophies don't count for this season. I'm not saying they don't count. What are we talking about? Touchline, you don't even understand what we're arguing. Touchline, you don't even understand. Listening skills, critical listening skills. I talk about it all the time. People can't listen.
Oh my gosh. Are you stupid? They would have counted for the season you won it. Oh my days.
Like, no, see, Omar gets it. Like, the listening skills, bro, deteriorating. Deteriorating TikTok and the damage it has done to people's attention span.
It's like this. Look, it's like the same thing we do with the Super Cup, right? So the Super Cup, the Super Cup, even though Barcelona wins, even though Barca wins the Super Cup, it doesn't count as a treble. Because it's something that happened in the past season, so it's not this season, but it counts, like RSM is saying.
We're not doing the A treble, D treble again.
Other way, it's not going to be a treble because that's only, you only get 2 national trophies, the La Liga and the Copa del Rey.
No, I was gonna say like these trophies, they're won, cool, but like they're not gonna mean as much.
No, they count for last season. So Madrid last season won 5 trophies.
I can't believe it.
This season,
oh my days! How could you say last season we won 5 trophies when Mbappe scored in both the finals?
Because Mbappe does what he does best, and he reveals himself as the trophy of the
last season. No, he wasn't.
Yeah, but to be fair, Vulture Boy, when the Copa del Rey became
the program and how things work. This is not how things work. The picture that the guys showed for Chelsea,
you
see the Champions League in that picture, is reflecting what they won the season before.
Can we just talk a
Well, I think the Spanish Copa del Rey, I think it should count for the current season. Because
it does. Last season we counted for them. This season it counts for us.
Okay, cool. Then the Super, you cannot say Barcelona has won
my brain.
In January, where more than 4 teams compete, not the Super Cup where one winner wins each and they play.
Wait, so what happened in the Clásico?
Can I say something to there's only like I think 2 teams have only did the successful Bayern and Barca. Bayern Munich successful in 2020. It counted for what they did in the treble and what they did in the 2020-21 season, right? Winning the Super Cup and the Club World Cup.
Yeah, so the same with your carries on to next season.
But that's the thing.
You can't win 6 trophies in one season.
Hold on, touchline. Bro, you can't. Listen,
you're not done before, so you can't even know about it. Your clubs are done before.
Because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
We've done before. Or one of 2 clubs to do it, so listen to us, because what we say goes, because we've done it before.
Bro, you're so quick to interrupt, bro. Let me just finish the point that I'm making. when I'm talking about Bayern Munich successful and Barcelona successful, we are actually counting what we did in 08-09 and what we did and started the 9-10 season, which counted for the things that we did the season before. When Arteta says Real Madrid won 5 trophies, he's basically mentioning the fact that the 2 trophies they've won it's basically from what they did the season before. That does count for the season, but at the end of the day, it's
then Omar, hold on, wait, Touchline. So then, using your logic, Omar, the only reason why I won the Champions League last season is because of what I did the season before.
Okay, you can just do a trade, keep doing back.
No.
That's not how it works.
Then why didn't anyone call it RSM when he said that Barcelona have won 3 trophies on Real Madrid's head top this season? Because the Super Cup, the Spanish Super Cup is from last season. Because remember, you have to
because we played it in January in a 4-man tournament where 2 other teams were involved, where there was a semi-final and a final in Saudi Arabia in January. That's why
the concept of time is something foreign to Touchline. He doesn't get it, bro.
It's just purely retarded. I've lost my
Did not see how stupid
he wins a League Cup every 3 years if they see want to talk about trophies. That's all.
No, I don't chat the Europa League from.
Okay, look. All right. Look, like all this talk about trophies is cool. But Barca volume, kick us off, bro. With the game. Barca 4, Real Madrid 3. Then free for all after Barca volume goes. Go ahead.
Yeah. So look, guys, there's one thing that I know about this game, and the one thing I can't, say to Madrid fans and Madrid as a team, the one thing you can't say is that they didn't try. The first game we played them, they tried to play punch for punch. We put 4 goals on them. The second game, they tried to go punch for punch. They thought it might have been lucky, one-off thing. 5 goals on them. Then the third game come out. They try to play defense like an Inter Milan sort of style. Atletico Madrid, they try to play defense, play us with the counter and transition. It worked to a certain extent. And the second half, they were winning 2-1 in the Copa del Rey. And then Barca came back once again. And then the fourth time, which is the last game we played them, they couldn't try anything else, so they tried the referees. It still didn't work. At the end of the day, you guys are in a heap of trouble, Will. You guys are in a heap of trouble. And you know what? The one thing that Real Madrid does, they try to sell the fans that things are changing and a new thing, and it's a new world. And next year, we have Xabi Alonso. Is he all of a sudden going to play defense, or is he all of a sudden going to play mid or something like that? You guys are going to need. You guys in a heap of trouble. Barcelona is not even 100% right now. Barca can play
I didn't have my back line. What do you mean?
Next season.
I didn't have a back line.
You had to for the first 2 Clásicos.
Next season.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're not even 100%. We're not even 100%. Okay, so this wasn't okay. So I haven't been 100% for most of the season.
You were winning in 3 Clásicos and lost all 3 of them.
Edwin. After I signed out, Edwin said I came on this show and I was selling some sort of a bull crap on this show because I was mentioning referees. But the referee just got suspended in the UEFA. Mignac or whatever his name is, he just was told he's not going to referee in the final. He's not going to referee in the Nations
don't complain
League.
about referees.
He is getting suspended.
So
why
referee gimmick again? We did this last
year. He was telling me that I was speaking.
I thought that y'all don't complain about the referee.
What was I saying after you left? Bro, their entire club is built off referee corruption.
I was speaking.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
bro,
but
your entire club is built off referees.
We're United fans specifically co-play with referees back in 2000.
That's why.
They tried to erase.
No, we weren't. That's a lie. You just made that up.
He was. It's as true as you said that Messi was doping. Both of them on the same level.
Messi did though. It's factually proven.
Scholes and Neville were sniffing cocaine with all the referees.
Real Madrid
for sure.
100%
sniffing cocaine.
Look,
100%.
The worst thing.
This guy just made up a lie. A footballer sniffing cocaine.
100%.
You guys couldn't. Will.
Go and show proof.
You guys
I'll send you the video.
You guys couldn't beat Barca after coming off on a highly emotional loss to Inter Milan, starting the game 2-0, and they played overtime, Still, we put 4 goals on you guys. You guys are in a heap of trouble. Even next year, you can bring Xabi Alonso, or you can bring whatever you want. Next season,
well, of course,
you guys
because now next season, I'm gonna have a manager that actually has tactics and in-game
adjustments. Does he know how to win the Champions League? Does he know how to win the Champions League?
It's not just gonna be the power of brotherhood getting me through games next season.
So does he know how to win the Champions League?
Hold on, wait, but I want to bring in. Hold on, wait, just really quickly. Actually, I do want to bring in Kevin. Right? I feel like he hasn't really gotten a chance to speak yet, bro. Welcome to Football Mania, my guy. Like, it's like a free-for-all kind of thing. I know you're still trying to get used to like the pacing of it. But no, I mean, like, Kevin, bro, like, talk to me. By the way, chat, this guy Kevin right here, this is my guy from college. But every single time Madrid loses, every single time Barca do something, this guy is in my Instagram DMs, and I'm like, bro, I gotta bring you on the show. But nah, go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are Real Madrid is excited about having a new coach, but what's Xabi Alonso really going to do? He plays 3 at the back in Bayer Leverkusen. How's that going to translate to Real Madrid? I don't think Trent is going to start defending out of nowhere. He got exposed all season by Jeremy Doku. Everybody was this season. What's Xabi Alonso realistically going to do? Is he going to put a battery in Rudiger's back? Is he going to bring Dani Carvajal up from the dead? Like, it's not going to happen with Xabi Alonso. I think next season Barcelona sweep Real Madrid again. Every Clásico, it's going to be even worse. We're going to have a striker. We didn't have Lewandowski. We didn't have Kunde. We're missing Balde. We're missing Marc Bernal. We're missing so many players. Real Madrid have absolutely no excuse. Will, you made a video when Real Madrid landed Mbappe. What'd you say in the video, bro?
Tell him, Kevin. Tell him.
What did you say?
Tell him, Kevin.
Go knock. Whoa, full screen yourself, bro. What'd you say? Because I see you smirking.
What did you say? Smiling, bro.
Yo, what did you say? Hold up,
Kevin. Say it. What do you say? What do you say? Say it. Say it.
Come on.
This is about to be a nasty receipt. This is about to be a nasty receipt because he's smirking. He's smirking. What do you say?
You got to fire back, man. You got to fire back. Come on, Will.
Will,
I'm 16th. I'm 16th, and I still want to.
If Mbappe lands Madrid,
let Kevin go. Let Kevin go.
Fight back, bro. Fight back.
It's about damn time. This transfer
this guy.
Football history. And it's crazy because PSG have just been finessed. When do you it's like seeing
how that age as well.
Mbappe is arguably attacker in the world. He's going to be joining a.
Are you sure you wanted to bring your friend, Will?
We're also going to have the best midfield in the world behind them.
Oh no, wait. That's before Cruz left. That's before Cruz left.
You didn't mention Cruz. You didn't mention Cruz. You said Jude, bro. Jude was the first name out of your mouth that you said best midfielder.
Yeah.
Brother, you have no legs.
The receipts are crazy.
Yo, Will, you brought a walking receipt.
Yo, Will, yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Will. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a shots fired, bro.
Hey, look. This is why I stopped doing TikTok style videos. This is why
bro. This man edited his own receipt. That's crazy.
This is why we love the internet, man. We say what we say.
Hey, look, you know what it is, bro? Laugh now, cry later. You guys enjoy this. Enjoy this. Next season.
That's more copium, by the way. I bet you've been saying that, bro. Come on,
Real Madrid have had so much.
Can you imagine Lamine Yamal? Because Lamine Yamal closed out the year. The last 3 months for the Lamine Yamal were unbelievable. Can you imagine him a full season like this?
That's
insane, bro. That's just insane. That's all I gotta say, man.
He needs to rest him, though. He does need a bit of rest.
Look. All right, go ahead, Omar. Go ahead.
I'll say this, right? Because I'm not gonna lie. I was at work yesterday. I did a double shift, and I literally slept like the first 15 minutes of it. And when I arrived, it was already like 2-1. And you know what's crazy, right? When we were 2-1 down, I don't know why, but I was so like calm on like the game against Inter when we were actually 2 goals down. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because I saw the way we were playing and the way you guys were just sitting back. You guys were not even trying to hit us on the counter. I was like, wait, these guys are just sitting like, it's like they're rattled. They're afraid to like come out and actually play after we scored that goal. And I was like, yeah, the equalizer will come in very, very soon. It will come in. It's just a matter of time. And then just in time, Lamine Yamal turns up again. And it's crazy. He did the calmer celebration, man. He was telling the Barca fans, like, yo, chill, man. Y'all are getting too rattled, man. This is Madrid. This is Madrid, bro. We've been through this before, man. Chill. And then guess what? Raphinha, before I could even like celebrate the equalizer, Raphinha already made it 3-2. And before you know it was 4-2. Bro, when he went 4-2, I even told these guys, Barca Volume and Barca Boy. I told them like, bro, instantly when I saw the jersey, the blue one with the jersey we're wearing, because this is the same jersey we wore in 09, all I remember was that 6-2 at the Bernabeu, bro. I was like, bro, run it. Run it, man. I'm here for it, man. Bring this is the throwback jersey. Bring back an old score line, bro. But listen, at the end of the day, listen, you know me well. I don't even complain about referees and stuff like this usually when I come to these streams. But brother, this referee yesterday, bro, was pissing me off with some of the decisions he was making. Because 1 minute he was giving a hand, he didn't give a handball for Tchouameni. I'm sorry. First of all, before the handball, Tchouameni should have been sent off. That foul was a last man. That should have been a red card. You understand what I'm saying? But no, it wasn't a red card. The handball was a blatant handball. How is his hand in an unnatural position when he literally had it raised, right? And then the same thing happened to Fermin, and he ruled it out. Like, this is my point. At the end of the day, it's the inconsistencies that I have to call out. And I'm one of these people where I don't like making excuses for referees most of the time. When we don't play well, I point the finger at my team. But that really pissed me off. But in the end, we got the win. And now guess what? A few days time, we're playing against Espanyol. And if we win, the league is basically secured. Like, this is the thing, Will. The worst thing about the fact that we've beaten you 4 times this season, not even the thing that should hurt you the most, is the fact that the 3 out of the 4 times we've beaten you this season has actually been in moments where that's either given us the trophy or basically handed us the trophy. Because we've beaten you in the Copa del Rey final, we've beaten you in the Super Cup, and now that win yesterday has put us 1 win away from the league title itself.
I'm gonna be real, bro. Carlo Ancelotti has blood on his hands. Let me tell you something. This Barcelona team tactically aren't even that good, bro. They got this Tottenham style of football, right? Just, like, tell me the difference between Ange Postecoglou and Hansi Flick tactically. High line, pressing very high up the pitch. Brother, it's not hard to beat teams like this, bro. The issue is...
I can't tell. I can't tell.
Why hasn't anybody
I can't tell, Will.
Any tactical...
I see better than I hear.
Like, all that in management and relying on individual brilliance does nothing for me.
You just described Real Madrid. You just described Real Madrid.
But no, Will.
No, I just described my manager. My manager. I have a better 11 than Barcelona.
But Will,
I have a better team than Barcelona.
Can I say this now?
My manager just does not know how to make in-game adjustments.
And that's the thing. Can I just say this now?
This is the problem that I have, right? Now with Xabi Alonso coming in, right? He's going to have a structure. He's going to make in-game adjustments, right? He's not going to be afraid to change things up. Yes, he does run the back 3 at Leverkusen, but 15 games this season, he ran a back 4 as well, which shows that he's adept, right?
Maybe
he
good defenders,
back 3 because it fit. Hold on, because it fit the personnel that he had at Leverkusen. It's not guaranteed that he comes to Real Madrid and then he just runs the back 3.
Leverkusen actually plays a little bit like Barca in the high pressing type of style of football. That's great football.
No, but we don't. No, hold on, wait. But it's very different to what you guys do at Barca.
Okay, so Will, wait, hold
on, wait. Like, hold on, Omar. Let like other people like jump in though. Like go ahead, Barca Volume, what you were saying, or whoever else was about to.
No, I'll let someone else speak.
I just want to say our left back and our right back on Barcelona, they actually have a play in the attacking. Eric Garcia has been going crazy at the right back. He doesn't even play right back. Gerard Martin provided 2 incredible assists in the Inter game. You're not going to see that from Real Madrid's defense, with or without Xabi Alonso, in my opinion. He's not going to just all of a sudden have these defenders attacking or even defending well. I don't buy the hype over Xabi Alonso coming to Real Madrid.
Xabi Alonso has to come in with at least 3 different players that are not in this Real Madrid squad right now. If you guys think that just Xabi Alonso is going to come into a team,
man.
That you can't just do that. You got to bring in more. The way Real Madrid right now, they don't want to spend 100 mil on a player right now. So I don't see who's going to come in right now to help this Real Madrid team. Like don't
forget, Ancelotti's best job this season.
60 on Hodgson. What's his name?
Ancelotti's best job he's done this season is handling the ego of the players as well. How's Xabi Alonso gonna deal with that? He's gonna come to a team where there's going to be a lot of big heads, a lot of superstar players that want to start week in, week out, no matter what, whether they're playing Espanyol, they're playing Barcelona, they're going to want to play week in, week out on big money as well. Once the team gets fully fit, everyone's back, it's going to be a headache, not only for lineup selection, but also putting maybe Vinicius on the bench or Mbappe or Jude, whatever the case may be, for the system, for the you know,
the system. Yep.
Exactly what he wants to do, and then they're gonna get upset. Transfer requests, January, you know, sagas. It's all gonna become a distraction. That's probably the best thing that Ancelotti did this season was, you know, keep them level-headed, and that's also why Perez trusted signing Mbappe with Ancelotti being the manager.
Yeah.
Does Real Madrid not want to sign big money players, or do they not have the money to sign these players?
Broke. They're broke.
I don't know.
It's the stadium. They spend too much money on the stadium.
I thought we were broke alone, but y'all don't want to spend 60 mil on
it's
world
the stadium.
Holston, what's his name? How do you spell it? How do you pronounce
Hoyson.
That player, you guys can play off 3 years and still not interested. You can.
I mean, hold on. I mean, listen, don't forget. Hold up. Don't forget. In the summer as well, they were in for Euro, but United paid more money, so United got it.
Oh, United overpaid.
Still don't want to get it.
We didn't overpay.
No, it's basically but it's basically saying as well.
You overpaid, bro.
2 injuries, bro, in 1 season.
No, we didn't. He's worth every penny we paid.
No, listen. We're not gonna get to the argument about Euro. We're not gonna. The point is, the point is, hold on. No. The point. Stop. The point is, the point is.
I swear down.
Listen. Touchline, stop. We're not getting into this. There's no point. There's no point.
60 million. We paid 42 million.
Yo,
we paid 42
you
million.
offered them double.
42 million, my ass. You paid like 60.
We paid 42 million. Type
Madrid offered 42 and then you doubled it.
I know my own club. I know my own club.
Google it.
Check it, man. Check it.
Check it.
How much
did Man United pay?
I'm literally checking right now.
Let's check it.
62. Yeah, 62.
62 million.
62. It says 62. Yo, my man trying to start his card.
Oh my days! Shut the fuck up. Listen, it says 8 million in add-ons. So 8 million haven't been paid yet.
You didn't pay 42 million.
Google says 62 million plus 8.
You put 62 plus 8. So ESPN is wrong. Hold up. So ESPN capping.
This one is getting red.
So ESPN capping.
So touchline RSM is touchline over.
Whoa. Full screen me, bro. Full screen me. Hold up. So you're saying, hold up. So you're saying full screen me. Full screen me. So you're hold up. United agreed a fee of 62 million plus 8. Plus, this is on top of the regular fee.
Let me screenshot. This guy's an idiot, bro. How are you telling me about my own fucking car?
Wait. I just checked Ramon. Wait, one sec.
In euros and pounds.
So one sec.
In pounds, it's 52. It's 52.
No, it's
not. Guys, I'll help you.
Because these lot are trying to tell me about my own football club when I saw what we spent. We did not spend 54 million.
Fabricio Romano tweeted. He tweeted that
Look.
Listen.
62 million euros, and that's 8 million euros in add-ons. We paid 52 million and 44 million.
I'm trying to help you. Let him finish, man. Romano said the deal was accepted for 50 million, and this is in euros, so not in pounds. So 50 million euros plus 12 in add-ons. So he's right. It's 62 as a package.
Okay.
So they offered.
Yeah, so he's just tried to say
15 euros.
He's still overpaid.
So they offered 62 million.
He's worth a penny.
That only has 12 months left.
Correct.
Yes.
So then they overpaid.
And he's worth every penny. He's worth every penny.
15th place worth every penny.
Anyways, listen, you look.
Hey, respect them. They're in 16. Respect them. They're in 16.
He starts for every single team on this panel except Corey.
Hey, respect them, bro. Respect them.
I was about to say, watch yourself.
Respect the 16th place defense, bro.
Guys, don't like that, bro. That's what he knew what he was doing. When he said that, he knew what he was doing.
Real Madrid offered 25 mil, by the way, in euros.
Exactly.
Which is fair. With the year left on his deal, that's fair.
Hold on. Will, because I could have sworn that I heard Touchline say. Hold on. I thought Touchline literally just said that they offered 42, and now he's saying 50. Because
no. He said
I changed it to 44. Yeah.
Yo, Zaire, what's going on with the Wi-Fi, buddy?
But it was in between what we said, Omar. You lot said it was 60 million.
But anyway, though, right? The narrative that Real Madrid are broke is just very laughable. No, we're not. I just think that the club.
No, you're just cheap.
I just think that the club are just very. Okay,
I think they're cheap because they're broke.
Will,
Anyway,
I just say,
Will,
I think everyone should just wait. Everyone should just wait for the summer.
I just think that the club are not trying to.
Punchlines, just some easy. It's just some predictions. That's all.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I know that, but I just think everyone should just wait.
I don't think. Let me be clear.
I want to flex it. I'm right.
I don't think that you guys are like as broke as like financially as we were like in 2021. I don't think you guys are that bad. But I think that your basically your transfer funds are like very limited. Right, for the players.
Well, I mean, no club has like unlimited money unless you're like a
but like any club probably has like 100%. I think you have like no more than 60.
No. I don't think that the club are broke. I just think that people like to run with that narrative.
Well, it's quite clear that the
Will, can I say
doubled to what you thought.
All right, go ahead.
Can I just say, yeah, they're not broke though because they have Barcelona didn't have that much money in player sales. Real Madrid could sell Rodrigo for 100 million. And that could.
What the fuck's Bayern to do for 100 million? What the fuck?
Okay, even not 100, they can sell him for still like 60.
They can sell for 60.
If you don't think that Rodrigo's going for 100 million, stop it.
He's not going to. You couldn't start
Hold on. And they could also sell
Camavinga. How are you going to get 100 mil when you're selling a stock on the low? You're selling a stock on the low. How are you going to get 100 mil?
Big clubs like Barcelona and Madrid never sell well. There's a reason for that.
I just want to know,
Hold on, wait a minute. Rodrigo is a very okay. Hold on, wait. First off, right? Rodrigo, I think a lot of us on this panel would agree that Rodrigo's a baller. Yes,
I would agree.
All right. He's 23 years old, right? He just signed a long-term deal last season. He's proven he's won everything. He's been very crucial for us winning a lot of these big trophies. He's going for at least. He's going for at minimum 85 million minimum. But let's not act like 100 M's is so far fetched.
Okay, Will. I get your point.
100 M's. It's
I
like,
get your point.
Oh my god.
The clubs know that you want to get rid of him. You understand that, right? So if I know you want to get rid of your car, I'm not going to give you what it's worth. I'm going to give you less. If I want to buy your car when you're not selling it, I'm going to give you more. You're selling a stock on the low. Trying to get rid of him.
No, wait, hold on. Whoa. See, we're not trying to get rid of him.
He wants to leave.
Because he feels like he's not getting the recognition because he's far behind in the pecking order.
And
we don't have to sell him. He has 5 years left. We don't have to sell him.
But he's not going to rot on the bench for 5 years.
It doesn't make any difference. If you think about it, you have an unsettled player in your team right now.
Yeah.
The clubs are still going to ask for low ball you because he's unsettled.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
saying?
Right?
Well, you see this in the NFL all the time. When you need to get a player off the lot, you offer less.
People are going to know about it because it's going to be rumored because you know how the
but it's not confirmed that he's asked for the transfer. This is all speculation. Now, if Rodrigo comes out and if he does a Trent and if he says, "Yo, I want to leave," then I agree. His price goes down. If you openly say you want to leave, your price goes down because now it's known. But it's all speculation right now. Even if he does leave.
To say he's worth 50 million.
If Real Madrid is serious about next season, it starts with having to sell Rodrigo. If you come back with Rodrigo, you're gonna have to play him, and then it comes back to the same problem. Three left wingers playing on the right. Like you can't have that. You gotta start structuring your team as you need.
Like that's his position.
Just like Barca next season, if they don't start with getting a new goalkeeper, a world-class goalkeeper, they're not serious about winning no treble, bro. Because you cannot have Inter come in and 7 big chances, score 7 goals. You need a good, and the same thing goes for Real Madrid. If they are serious about next season, it starts with Rodrigo, and teams know you want to get rid of Rodrigo. They're not going to get you. They're not going to give you 100 mil. No way.
And this is the last word I'm going to put before we do move on, because before we go to move on from Madrid, I'll say this now, right? Even outside of the win, when I look at Madrid, right, and the reason why I feel like maybe a lot of Barca fans are saying that next season could be very similar is because if you look at like your team right now, let's be honest, Will, right? Even you've talked about it yourself, right? this team that you guys currently have, you guys do need to build it in certain positions. You understand what I'm saying, right? And yes, you guys have had a lot of injuries, especially in your defense. But even without the injuries, a lot of your players are not good enough. Guys like Vasquez need to go. Guys like Alaba have finished. You understand what I'm saying?
Injuries
Rudiger,
part of
is
football.
he going to be as good next season? You understand what I'm saying? So it's great having Alonso come in and you talk about all these tactics and all of this. But when we talk about this, some of the players you have now, some of these guys need to go, and you guys need to sign some new players in certain positions. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not just about Xabi Alonso coming in, right? That's just going to change everything. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Omar, can I just say, Omar, would you have not said the same thing about Barca last season, that a lot of your players aren't good enough, and then Hansi Flick came in and it completely changed everything? Like Martinez, okay,
can I just say the one difference?
He was in our squad last season.
The one difference is that Hansi Flick
wasn't in your squad.
Hold on.
Was he not?
Xabi signed him.
I would say this, right?
Yes, I'm saying.
I would say.
Wait, who? Like which player?
Martinez. I'm saying Martinez wouldn't have been seen as good enough last season.
He was.
No,
was.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Martinez is like one of
Barca fans have told me he's only had one good season, which is this year.
But
no, he was great last season.
Hold on.
He was great last season. He's just injured a lot of the time.
That's what I'm saying. Can I just say this now, right? I would say the difference for me between Barca's situation and Madrid is that with Barca, we actually had like a lot of good young players who were coming up last season. That is why Hansi Flick took over the job, because he saw the players that we had and he was like, you know what, I can actually do well with these players. You understand what I'm saying, right?
All right, fair enough.
Look what he did with Raphinha. He put Raphinha on the left.
Yeah, I mean, look, right? I actually think that touchline is making a good point, because this is the same Barca team that went trophyless last season, right? And then
one signing.
And then like all that Barca did in the summer was just add Dani Olmo, Flick, and then now they're arguably the best team in Europe. So I mean, I do think that the right manager can definitely change things around, but I do agree that a lot of players do need to, well, not a lot, but there's certain players that do need to go, and the club do have to make investments. And that's the only positive that I can spin from a season like this, is that I just can't see us not responding. Like, you have to respond.
Can you say that what Hansi Flick did is an anomaly?
Two centre backs.
Well,
can you say that what Hansi Flick did is an anomaly?
Would you agree if I say that what Hansi Flick did is an anomaly? Like, you can't just go to a team and add
look what Slot did. Look what Slot did with Liverpool.
Better. 10 or 2 to 3 times better than they were last season.
No Barca volume. I don't think that's an anomaly.
Because that's not easy to do. Not easy to do.
Well, Slot did it as well.
But Will, at the start of the season, we also had injuries. Do you remember how bad our injuries were at the start of the season when we were going on that run?
We would have won the league by now. We would have won the league by now.
Honest, when we were 10 points clear and actually doing well, half of our team was injured. You understand what I'm saying? We only had 2 fit centre backs in the squad. Martinez and Kovacic were literally the only thing we had. Everyone else was out injured. You understand what I'm saying? So look, when they call it anomaly, let's be real, right? It's very rare to actually see this. Like, I don't know. I don't remember a manager doing.
I don't think it's an anomaly.
I mean,
yeah, it's definitely not an anomaly.
How can it be an anomaly when Arne Slot's done the same thing in the same season?
But honestly, but
he already has like a fully raised squad.
You see this?
Yeah, but Barcelona. Okay, hold on, wait. Well, that's not okay. Okay, like, I don't think that Barcelona winning La Liga should be considered an anomaly. Like, let's not act like your squad is just.
Fucking kidding. You guys were 99% favorite at the beginning of the season. How the fuck's that not an anomaly?
Yeah, but still though, what's a Barca boy? You got, bro. You guys are talking about like you guys are like some crap team.
No.
Look at the stats. Look at the stats. They had Super Galactico inside Mbappe, and we had no signing made. They were 95% chance to win the league.
Okay, yeah, but still, okay. No. But look, bro. When you look at it, that gap. When you look at it, that gap between the two teams, it's still like not that big. Like, if we told you guys,
now you're seeing how we play well, and you're seeing what Flick is doing.
Who made them 99% favorites? Because I didn't make them 99%. No one here.
Okay, hold on.
All the graphics for you right now.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, but the media are idiots.
Hi, Kevin.
Well, they run the show.
I mean, so let me ask you. Okay, so let me say this then. Which one of you here at the start of the season thought that Barcelona would even go this far in the Champions League?
No. I didn't think Barcelona would be this good, but I knew Barcelona would be better than they were last year. Miles better.
Yeah, 100%. You guys would. I knew you guys would 100% be better than last year, bro. Because
I thought when you look what he did at Bayern, the guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing with what Barca Volume said about like the whole thing being an anomaly. Like, Flick went into Bayern after Kovac got sacked and he won them a treble. So like coming into a team with a new manager and like clicking instantly, like still.
And I said
like,
back,
it's not an anomaly.
so like back last summer when Barcelona first brought in Flick, I actually gave them credit because I said that's a signing that shows that they're trying to win now. It's not a rebuild. It's not a project. It's a win now. Flick is a win now manager. Like Flick is not a manager that you come in and it's phase fucking 3 or 2 or no. Like Flick is about trophies. So,
but no one thought we had the pieces for Flick.
No, wait. So I thought that we would win, right? I've never seen us retain La Liga, right? I've never seen us do it back to back since I started watching. So so that was but that's my expectations every season is for me to win it. So like I'm never gonna say. So even next season, I'm gonna say Real Madrid should be winning the league. But
yeah,
this is the same team, not the exact same team, but it's still the good amount of players that won La Liga the season before that with Xavi. So like let's not act like this is fucking like Espanyol that are winning La Liga here. It's fucking Barcelona. Like
wait, nobody's saying that. I mean, not even me. I'll be honest. I said for me, bare minimum, we should at least challenge for the league. So I still believed in the squad to think that we could still win the league this season. You understand what I'm saying, right? So winning the league is still incredible because I didn't expect it because of the squad we had. But I said, bare minimum, let's challenge. But we actually still won the league. And look, listen, credit to Hansi Flick because he did more than any Barcelona fan expected. Nobody here, no Barca fan here expected us to be sitting here.
So did you expect to go? Okay, so and I'll ask this Barca fans before we move on. Did you expect to go trophyless?
No.
No, expected.
The only thing that's an anomaly is him winning La Liga.
The objective going to the season was to get to the quarterfinals of Champions League and to win a trophy.
Well, that is what I didn't expect.
Nah, you got come on, bro. You gotta expect more than that, man.
We come out back to a trophyless season with no signings.
I'll finish with this.
Went through a trophyless season.
Arsenal fan talking to me about trophies. My God,
bro, that's some Arteta expectations. You see how cores and get a trophy. That's what the fan base was saying last year, bro. That's some shit I expect my fan base to say. Get to the quarterfinals and win a trophy.
Because for Barcelona, we've been shit in the Champions League, and we need the Champions League money. That's why getting to the quarters is not only shown as expectation in terms of on the pitch, but also money-wise, it's great. That's why it's an objective. Because by the time you get there, you earn the majority of the revenue.
Well, to be
fair, I really felt in the past few years.
Can I say this to you now, right?
These are Arteta expectations.
Wait. Let Volume jump in.
Okay, wait. To be fair, just one thing I will say about Madrid. To be fair, I do think that if I think how did Flick inherit Barca, and how Xabi Alonso it's going to be inheriting Real Madrid. I think Xabi Alonso, it's an easier job Barca got at the time. So, I mean, I do get your point, and I do get what you're saying. All I'm saying is Xabi Alonso, and the only reason why I thought that it's an anomaly for what Flick did is because, not because of what Barca has been winning this year. It's because if you take every single position, everybody plays better. Everybody, and it's including some of the bench players, which is Eddie Garcia, whether that's Gerard Martin, and if you take a look at Frankie De Jong, a lot of Barca fans, they wanted to sack and they wanted him out. And I'm talking like people like Raphinha, a lot of people, a lot of fans wanted him out, and now he's been the bread and butter in clutch time. And that's what I'm saying, though. That's so hard to replicate something like that. But I do think that Xabi needs to bring in a McAllister, needs to bring in somebody who can create, somebody who can do something that Toni Kroos used to do for you guys, because that's the missing link that you guys have right now.
But
and
there's not that many Toni Kroos profiles.
But not just that. You'll need at least 2 more additions, whether that's a left back, that's a right back.
We'll get them.
But to be fair, Real Madrid it's an easier job because you have Mbappe Mbappe can just do what he does because he had a great season right now. Up to right now, has an amazing season. He'll probably be the Pichichi. And then you have a Vinicius Jr., who is arguably last year the Ballon d'Or winner and just had a terrible season this year. So to be able to get him back to where he used to be, right? So that's not that hard. That shouldn't be that hard for Xabi Alonso to try to see what's going on, whether that's a physical issue or mental issue with a lot of the fans that he gets into altercations and things like that. But I do think that, if we think about it in perspective, I think the Real Madrid job is easier than what Hansi Flick got with Barca.
Just to add super quickly, I will also mention that last season.
Just say one thing though.
One second, real quick. Just last season as well, we did underperform to hell as well. For the season before that, when we won the double, we performed at a good expectation, a good level. We competed with Madrid. They beat us. We beat them. last season. I think the whole entire squad, I don't know if it's post World Cup or what, every single player, apart from Gundogan, and that's why he was our best player last season in his first and only season, every
100%.
single player underperformed. So you can say the same thing for this season. Maybe with Madrid, overall the season underperforming. Now, of course, the next season. But the issue is with the Club World Cup being in June as well, a whole month tournament, depending how far they go, they're gonna have little to no rest this summer. So about 2 weeks.
There's also a lot of injuries.
Wait, just one second.
They have a lot of injuries. They can.
So just 1 second, then let Zaire jump in. But with the Club World Cup just not be considered, then can't we just treat that as if we were going on a preseason tour?
Wait,
it's much tougher. It's much tougher.
Wait.
No, you can't.
No, I'm not saying to discount the Club World Cup, but what I'm saying is with Jack, he's going to take charge for that tournament. That will be his preseason, technically.
Yeah, but they're still coming off the back of this season, right? So they're gonna have no time to rest.
Oh yeah, but then
season you're gonna rotate a lot of players.
No, wait, here's gonna jump in. Here's gonna jump in.
World Cup.
But again, I don't think that we're gonna go on a preseason tour after that. What's
because you can? You probably can't. You have no time.
All right, so then what's the difference from every other team?
Intensity.
You're not gonna have that much rest.
All right, now fair enough.
You cannot rotate players, though. You cannot rotate players.
Let's jump in. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because obviously I've been following Alonso for the past 2 years now. There's one thing I've noticed that Alonso lacks, and I feel like it's interesting to see how he copes that with Madrid. In a big game, he does tend to underestimate opposition. So my thing is he gonna do that to Real Madrid? And Real Madrid is more demanding than Bayer Leverkusen. That is my only concern. But other than that, he is pretty adaptable. And he is a type of manager that, to be fair, can actually get the best out of specific players that Madrid have. I will say that. It's just my only concern is in a Champions League now, is it going to be like that type of thing in which he'll underestimate opposition and he'll make some dumb lineup and not include a player. Like example, when we played them in the Champions League, because he had a good record against us, the guy didn't even play with a striker. That type of decision,
it sounds a lot like when Xavi came to Barca, the hype, the legend coming in. He got a good first year. Then Xavi was, a little bit surplus to requirement, even though I thought that if you give him, time and funds and players, he could have done better.
But Xavi's more proven he's more proven than what Xavi was. Remember, Xavi.
That's true. That's true. I'm just talking about the storyline, the arc.
The storyline that he's talking about.
Okay, now look, fair enough.
The experience is definitely different, but the expectation that you have from Xavi's gonna come in 3-4-3. We're gonna cook. We're gonna have that poor season. All these things are similar. What Zier says as well, that he overthinks, underthinks. Xavi the same thing as well. There were half-time where he put Gavi as false 9 in that double season to try different things. He went with a 4-4-2, a more compact, go for 1-0s, and then boring football that we didn't like. So all these things are, on a similar path. So that's
that's my only concern with Alonso. Other than that, I think you should be okay.
All right, now look, fair enough. Yo, chat, let us know what you guys are saying about.
Can I speak on the actual game real quick, and then we can end here? I don't think anybody spoke on the actual game.
No, I mean Barca for like 5 minutes. No. RSM gets last word, then we're moving on, bro. We be like,
yeah. So on the game, I do gotta say, I think on the game, throughout the Clásicos, I gotta compliment Mbappe. I think that he struggled playing that striker role, but I think he's shown that he has found a solution to be in that striker position. I think earlier on in the season, for example, that pass that Vinny does right outside the foot, I think early on in the season, Mbappe doesn't find himself running in the correct position. I think he does now. I think he's shown himself to be, competent enough to lead that forward line. I think you should look for next season to him to continue on that trajectory. So I think that was really, really good. I do gotta say though, this is something that Flick has to fix, is you cannot keep going down 2-0. It's really cool. It's hype. It's remontada stuff, but it is an issue that in the past 4 games, 3 of them you've gone down 2-0 in the first half. That's something that has to be fixed. I think Madrid, obviously they need a complete defensive rehaul. I think the stuff that Ceballos and was doing in that midfield was illegal. I have no clue. Anyways, regardless, I think that's pretty much what the game was. I think once the 4 goals were scored in 20 minutes, I think it was just kind of dead from there. I don't think Madrid had any belief after the season that they've had, after the El Clásicos that they had, that they could really get back into it. But even then, even with them not, being the Madrid that we've seen years past, right? Where you feel like if you keep letting them go in the game, they're going to win it. Barca's defense also needs a rehaul. I think there's, again, I understand that, you have, you have Balde, you have Koundé, but I think this season has shown you that you need competent backups. And that's not saying that, Garcia and stuff, that they're trash. It's just that, like, when you are going to be competing for the league and the Champions League, you need a certain level. So that's kind of what I took away from the game. Also, Lamine Yamal, best player in the world right now.
Yeah. All right. Chat, let us know what you guys are saying about Clásico, any other stuff that we talked about so far. Before we go on to Florian Wirtz, I did want to ask you guys, and I want RSM to start us off with the Carlo Ancelotti appointment for Brazil. I mean, like, how do you think that's gonna work? Because I actually at first I was like, because of how shit Brazil have been, and their managers have just been so mediocre. But now that I think about it, I don't really think that you need to be a tactician to succeed at the international level, because you only get these players a handful of times throughout the season. So, like, what tactics can you really implement like that? I think it's just going to be more so how he manages with the in-game adjustments when things aren't going right. But, I mean, yeah, they confirmed that Carlo will be at Brazil, bro. Start us off, bro. What do you think about that?
Yeah, so I think Brazil obviously have struggled with their games in the past couple years, to be honest, trying to find a manager, trying to find a play style. I think this is a big first. I think it's the first time in forever that a foreign manager has taken the realms of a South American team like this. I think the issue with international football is you don't have that much time with the players, right? So you can't really embed a system, but what you can do is you can give them an attacking philosophy, right? We're gonna line up 4-3-3, whatever way he wants to line up, right? We want you in these certain areas. How you get there, if you want to be fluid, there's you can give them vague ideas, but that's why in terms of the international game, you see players that are able to step up. Systems aren't as prevalent. That's why you see a lot more player individual moments in international football, because you get a vague idea of how you want to step. You get a vague idea of how you want to tag, and then it's up to the superstars to iterate on that, to show you what that looks like on a game-to-game, on a situation-to-situation basis. I think Ancelotti, I think he has enough. I think Brazil have more than enough talent at this moment in time for him to be able to do something with that team. I think he might struggle in terms of finding decent fullbacks, because I think Brazil has a lack of decent fullbacks at the moment. But I think we will see a much improved Brazil. Whether or not that leads, because again, they're qualifying for the World Cup, like that's not a question. So the issue for him becomes in these games that are left that he has with the Selección is what is he going to do to set them up for that World Cup? Because anything other than a deep World Cup run for Brazil is a failure, right? They almost want to win it every year. Raphinha's in good form. Rodrigo, right? They don't really have a striker. So again, he has a lot of questions to resolve, but I think he has the experience to be able to do it. I think it's going to be an overall positive for them. And at this point in time, all eyes are on the player. There is no more Dorival Jr., right? There is no more excuses. There's no more hiding behind, the manager is awful. This is it. The players got to show up. So if certain players continue to be frauds for the international team, that's it. Like, you just know it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's where I end.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't say him by name. I just said if certain people don't I said if certain people don't show up. That's all I said.
I think I mean, look, open up to the panel. If Brazil's squad's going to be serious, they need some better defending. They were horrible against Argentina. They got smacked by
but that's the issue though. That's why I said, like, I think he's going to be hard pressed to find that defense regardless, because right now Brazil don't have the best defenders. Even like they're waiting for the youth defenders to step up. So that's what I'm saying. He has to find a sort of but he's one man. He's one man out of four in that backline. Like it's not enough. And even for example, there was a lot of talk. For example, this is the thing, and this is the thing that people need to realize. Even though you may be good for club, this shows you, bro, the Brazil shirt weighs like almost no other. Because even Murillo, right? Forrest, amazing season. A ton of teams want him. He had a disaster class against Argentina. He looked lost. He was getting spun. When I'm telling you, like, the international game, when you put on that shirt, it's different.
Yeah, but that was his Brazil debut. Maybe he was just super nervous going against Argentina.
No, I agree, but that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, the shirt weighs a lot, even for somebody like Murillo, who clearly has the ability and talent, right? That's why a lot of teams are after him. It shows you that the shirt weighs a lot. It plays in the mental.
But I totally agree with RSM in the sense that when a manager comes in that hasn't coached internationally up against other competition who has been coaching internationally for a long time, I feel that's also holds some weight. Now, I do think that two things on Ancelotti that I do want to say is that one, Real Madrid, it's letting go a coach who has won everything for them, and that was not on the street for not even a day. So if they are struggling with Xabi Alonso, they better remember they let a coach slip away. They sacked him, whatever. Whether that's right or wrong, that's not for me to discuss. But what I know is that here's a coach that's a winner. He's a coach that was not even on the street for one day, bro. So when you guys are struggling, please remember that. So the other thing I want to say on Ancelotti is that he found himself with pretty much striking gold, because after everything he's won, his whole resume, he has a great opportunity to win something internationally really important for Brazil, which is, if it ends up somehow winning a World Cup, now he's in discussion for probably the best manager of all time, because look at what he's won in the Champions League wise, and now if you add a World Cup, then that's just so much better. And he's inheriting a pretty good team. This team just needs somebody to line them up, sort of like he does with Madrid, right? So he's going to have basically the same issue. Now he's going to have Rodrigo, he's going to have Vinicius, and now he's going to have Raphinha as well. And I don't know. I think Neymar just became a starter because he pretty much wants to line up with every single experienced player. So I don't know how that's going to work out. But he's going to go up against Argentina, that is on a second phase now. They don't depend on Messi anymore. And this team, it's very well structured, great defense, loaded with a bunch of midfielders, and Lautaro Martinez up front, Lionel Messi. It's incredible what Argentina has been able to develop, for in South America. So he's going to have a lot of work on his hands.
I wouldn't even say he has to. I wouldn't even say he has to win like a World Cup. Like, obviously, you're gonna have that expectation when you go to like a country, Brazil. But like in terms of like,
I'm not saying he has to, but if he does.
No, but I'm just saying, like, for when it comes to like Ancelotti himself, like I feel like even if he were to win, like when was the last time Brazil won Copa America? Like I feel like even if he adds that to his
2019.
Yeah. Even still, yeah. So like even if he adds that to like his like list of achievements, I feel like it's still because like Ancelotti's resume is like star-studded. So when you add like if you were to even add a Copa America onto it, I feel that still even like looks good like on his side. But I feel like when it comes to like Ancelotti and like the international side, I feel like one thing is like I feel like the man management is like I feel like that part would be critical, especially since like you're not going to see them like as often. So like when you have like all that and like especially with the obviously he knows how to handle like the star players. He's been managing them like his whole career damn near, like in multiple eras. So like with the man management side of it, I feel like that part is going to be massively critical. Like, and I feel like the main part for Brazil is to like just get back to being the best team in South America, because like Argentina have had that title for a long time.
Can I just say this now, right? I will tell you this appointment, the way I look at it is that it could be a great top appointment, or it could backfire. Because here's the thing. We've seen great managers, club managers, who've gone to the international game and not do so well. Capello is the best example. Capello is the best example of that. This guy was one of the best club managers. When he took over England, trust me, he was England and Russia. Less said about that. You understand what I'm saying, right? But I'll tell you this right now, right? See, here's the thing with this Brazilian team. I think the reason why a lot of us look at this Brazilian team and some of us laugh at this Brazilian team is not necessarily that we think that squad-wise that they are terrible. I don't even think that Brazil have a terrible squad. I still think that they have a team good enough. You understand what I'm saying, right? And this really, honestly, for me, reminds me of like Argentina after like 2018, right? When they were like, when like some of the veterans had retired and Messi was like the only one left, right? They were trying to basically, move on, right? We start a new era with Scaloni.
Transition.
Yeah, they were transitioning to Scaloni, right? And let's be honest, when that started, it didn't start so well, right? I remember them losing to teams like Venezuela. They didn't do well in the 2019 Copa America. But when he had the time and he took his time and he actually like built a squad that could play alongside Messi and play a system that works, right? That's why we now see this Argentina team now, right? They won that Copa America in 2021 and they have not been slowed down since. You understand what I'm saying, right? I look at this current Brazilian team and I see a lot of talented players, right? Guys like Vinicius haven't shown really their best for Brazil, But who knows? Maybe now that Ancelotti come in, maybe he can change the style, the tactics, and everything. And he can bring the best out of players. Because I think that players like Raphinha, players like Neymar, when he returns to the team, what he can add to the team, right? His experience will be very important. I know he's got fitness and injury problems, right? Vinicius just mentioned Rodrigo. You got what's his name?
Anthony,
right?
Bruno Guimaraes is another player.
Anthony is playing well. Who knows? If he plays well enough, I think that he should be given an opportunity to show what he can do, right? Esteval, Endrick, all of these guys. There's like even in defense, you got players like Gabriel Magalhaes. All of these guys, right? They still have a good team. I just think that honestly, they just needed a good manager who can kind of bring the best out of the players that they have, right? And I think that Ancelotti is a great prediction. I mean, this is one of the best managers of all time. Let's be real, right? He might come in and he might be the answer, right? But it's really a close book because I've never seen what he can do as international manager. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't think this Brazilian team is not as bad as many people think they are. I don't think so. I still believe in this Brazilian team, and I still think that they just need that that little. Once they get it, bro, we could.
Yeah. But do you know? But do you know what Brazil's next 2 games are?
It's Paraguay and is it Ecuador?
It's Ecuador away and Paraguay at home. And Paraguay and Ecuador are the 2 best defensive teams in all of South America at the moment.
No, not just that.
Bar Argentina. So, but hold up, but this is my thing. For example,
he also might not have
Brazil.
Rodrigo for that because
Paraguay haven't lost the game in the last
with the Club World Cup.
That might work better for them.
So that's June. That's June 5th and June 10th. So I don't know how that would work.
The first Club World Cup game I think kicks off the 14th of June, and then Real Madrid's first game is the 18th. So I'm not sure.
We'll see. But my point being is it's not like they're going up against like Bolivia. You feel me? Or like a Chile who's washed right now. They're going up against decent teams, so it'll be a good test to see.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a difficult first test. They're getting thrown right into the fire, pretty much.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, fair enough. Does anybody else want to jump in before we move on?
I mean, I find this very interesting.
Okay,
it's kind of a shame that it wasn't Jorge Jesus that went there, but listen.
Come on, guys. The guy is gone, man. Chill.
Yeah, I know, but still, a nice sabotage would have been nice. But on a real note, though, I'm intrigued to see how Ancelotti does with Brazil because obviously I've seen Flick try to do a similar job with Germany. It didn't go to plan. And the next thing you know, club football. You know what I mean? So I'm intrigued to see how Ancelotti does. You know what I mean? But and then here's the thing as well. I mean, Will, you've complained a lot about his lack of tactics, and the substitution and all that. Do you think he'll be able to replicate with Brazil? Or
I mean, it depends on Neymar. I'm be honest. If Neymar is healthy, then I think things will go very well.
Trust me, he ain't gonna be healthy. I've seen it with
Neymar hasn't been healthy since
not only
World Cup coming up, Neymar just might find that extra.
But you know what the issue is? Okay. Hold up, but the issue is if he's coming back from an injury, you're not throwing him into South American qualifiers, bro. He's gonna get he's gonna get crushed. He's gonna get crunched in a tackle.
You see why's there. You tried to defend. I'm still waiting for him to give a solid footballing take. It's just he's trash, scum, shit. Guy Liam don't know ball,
brother.
I wouldn't even say saying that because haven't we been saying that about like Brazil like this whole time? Like, haven't we been saying like if Neymar stays fit, like Brazil will cook? Like how long have we been saying that?
Yeah, but it's a World Cup year that's coming up. So,
bro, come on, man.
Hey, look, players just look, man. By the way, look, but Ousmane Dembele was at Barcelona. This guy was getting injured when he sneezed.
It's at this point, no. But the thing is, at this point, unfortunately for Neymar, it's age tags, bro.
No.
Yeah, with the age, it doesn't.
It's not even just that for me. I don't think he's as serious
as he manages his body.
I've seen this with El Hilal. The guy ain't serious.
But he just wanted the Al Hilal check, bro. For Brazil, he is. For Brazil, he is.
Yeah, for Brazil, he is under my dead body, bro. Under my dead body. If he was serious, I'll tell you how serious. If he was serious right now, no, there's no wait. No. If he was serious, what he would do is when he's injured, He actually focuses on himself. He doesn't go like this.
That's my point, bro. The guy wasn't serious when he went to Saudi, but for Brazil,
why would he be serious for Saudi? He's just there for the money.
Wait. So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Other than Ronaldo, no one's serious.
I'm gonna debunk your point right now. Was he serious at PSG? Tell me he was serious.
Yes.
Bullshit. He was bullshit.
No, you can't say he wasn't, bro. Because he literally went there. Because he literally went there to try and like create his own legacy,
bro.
Like because he was done being the second man of Barca.
Serious is the beginning stage of PSG. That's the last time I've seen him fully serious.
But Zaire, so unfortunately, I have to break this news to you, brother.
Yeah.
Al Hilal do not have pull. Do not think that
Neymar
Neymar was joining.
No, Will, they do have pull.
Yo, my man said Neymar is in no type of rush to get back for a Saudi Premier League, for a Saudi League game, bro.
No. They have no pull, but they're getting players for nothing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Players for nothing.
No. Wait. You better not lose to this no pull club, because if you lose to this no pull club,
technically,
the cooking of tabkha you're gonna get.
We can lose to you, and that still doesn't make you relevant. And
No, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, because I'm gonna make Saudi chance specifically for you. So you better not.
Well, hold on, Zaire. But what happens? And what happens if you do end up losing though? Like that's the real question.
I'll hold my cooking, no problem. But I'm not.
Why would I cook him?
That's my point. That's my point, though. See, that's my point. Well, like it's such an unfair thing because if he wins,
let me go cook.
Yeah.
Wait. There's no unfair thing. Wait, Arsam. You say it's an unfair thing, but he put it upon himself.
And it's Xabi. Hold on, wait. First off, Zaire, let's not act like you wouldn't have had smoke regardless. So, like, let's stop. Second of all,
brother, listen, I know what's gonna happen with my team. I know what my team is, but do you know where yours is?
Well, fair enough, but that's gonna be Xabi's first game.
Listen, bro,
we're gonna treat that like a training session, and we'll still comfortably beat you.
Hold
that.
Wow. That's not what you were. Wait. That's not.
He said comfortably. He said comfortably, you know.
That's not what you were saying about
my man. My man is talking about Neymar from a very scorned perspective, brother. He didn't care about your club. Like, you have to realize that.
No one cares about Saudi League other than Ronaldo. He's the only one that takes it serious.
No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Look at the Ahly when they won the Asian Champions League, they all ended up caring.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, Firmino won the Asian Champions League. Yeah.
I don't think that he cares.
Obviously, no. Okay, no. What he means is obviously, obviously the players are professionals. But if you ask the player, would you rather go Saudi and win the Asian champions or win the actual champions in Europe? Come on, you know what that's what Will is saying.
But the point is, just because they're there doesn't mean they're not gonna care. They're gonna care when they're there.
No.
Yeah, because they're professionals. I hear. No, yeah.
Right?
But that's my point. I never said that they don't care as much there, and I even brought up PSG as well. It's not like I only said Al Hilal. I've said PSG as well, bro.
You know, but Zaire, I agree with you in terms of Neymar didn't give you guys his best. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Like, I agree. But I'm saying I think he didn't give his all because I think he was only there for the money. So as long as the checks
I know he was there for the money, but bro, there are players that come to our league and show care, bro.
But Neymar, Neymar is bigger than the Saudi league. To be fair, like Neymar is bigger than
that's facts. Neymar is bigger than the whole league.
Like it's above him. You know what I'm saying? No, it's beneath him. To be fair,
here's the problem here.
But not to be disrespectful, though. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to
that's the thing. We're not even trying to. This is the thing here. However way you spin this, you're looking at. You don't realize you have an emotional investment in this because he came to your club. You understand what I'm saying, right? So to you, you're gonna be like, well, even if he's getting paid, he should still care because you care because you're a fan. You actually a fan of the club. See, in his perspective, he doesn't. That's the thing, bro. The way you look at your club is not the way these players look at your club. Yes, some of them are going to be professional. Especially, they're going to, obviously, they're going to come in. They're going to be professional. Some players are going to come in. They're going to give it their all. But let me tell you something, bro. Most of the time, you shouldn't be surprised if a lot of these superstars, like Neymar is, come in and not give it their all.
Like the big money. Yeah, so like the big money foreigners.
Most.
I would say that they have
wait. You're saying I should not be surprised and I should be okay with them not caring.
No,
Being not being surprised and not caring is two different things, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like nobody said don't care.
Both, Habibi. It's man. These people are coming here, okay? They're getting big money. The least they can do is show a little bit of like, I don't know.
That's fine. Calm down, brother. Calm down.
Bro, the only thing I'm telling you, bro, they can show a little bit of care, but most of that care is in that paycheck, bro. That's where they care.
I understand
they care when that check hits that bank account.
The paycheck. No, I understand it's in the paycheck, and I never denied it. I've never denied it.
And also,
all I'm saying is I've seen players come to this league and actually
let's move on though. Like after Zero.
And also, wait. This is the last point. This is the last point I'm gonna make. The one thing that I need to add to it is this. The reason why some players who come in actually show care is because the money that they're getting from Saudi changes their lives. You understand what I'm saying, right? This is life-altering kind of money. Players like Neymar, bro, these guys were going to make money even if they didn't go to Saudi Arabia. Some of these guys are hella rich.
Nah. Liam, you can't say that because
I know what you're gonna say, Will.
Because he's not making 175 million per year anywhere else.
Well, but that's the point. But still, even if he didn't go to Saudi, the money that he would make would still set him up for life. Let's be real. The money he
but it's different making 50
I'm
million
gonna be honest. It all comes down to
175 million.
No, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, guys. I'm gonna be really honest with you. There are some superstars that perform, some don't. Some that don't perform, that's not superstars, and some do. I think it's just mentality, wallahi. I think it's just mentality.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Nah, this is a wild comment right here. Big up for the super chat. Stop making sense. Says Neymar only gives his best.
كفو صح عليك تفهم
crazy
يفهم
look what Staffy bro
oh great this
yellow card
actually
yellow card
go away you absolute fraud man fucking hell this guy even when his team is losing he wants to come out here and throw me
Amar you know what let it be, man.
Was about to tune in, but then I saw Omar on the panel. Time to go.
You know what? Go away, you fraud.
Oh my days! All right. Anyways, yo,
just to get on me, man.
Hey, look, fraud. Omar, don't fall for it, bro. He's rage baiting you.
Hey, I know, man.
But yo, let's move forward though, right? We still have two more things that I want to talk about, and the next one is Florian Wirtz, because it looks like he's close to signing for Bayern, and I wanted to get your guys' perspective on it. So apparently they're saying that he rejected Real Madrid and Man City. Now I have no idea why Real Madrid would be in for him because we don't need an attacking midfielder, but I'm glad that he's rejected us because we need defenders. So effectively he's
that proves that Real
Man
Madrid aren't broke, by the way. That proves that Real Madrid aren't broke though.
Yeah, but like my thing is like, why are we in for him? Like, in Florian
does it? No, but that's my whole point. What Will is saying, makes sense. It might just be It might just be the reporters threw in his name.
I conversation. If this guy can't play center back, right back, or left back, what the hell are we spending?
But if your club was looking at him, I think they were looking at it in a perspective.
They're just looking at him.
Bro, exactly. Yeah, like I look at Rihanna. You feel me? Like we just looking. We just looking, bro.
Because
you just said Real Madrid a tempo man, like a Tony Cruz. I think Florian Wirtz could be that Tony Cruz type player.
Yeah, but the thing is though, Kevin.
That's what I was saying.
By the way, but Kevin, Wirtz, he's a 10. He's a 10. So like for example, right? The Cruz replacement needs to be somebody that can play
deep line playmaker, baby.
Enzo, man. Enzo.
Stop, bro. Stop with the. He going nowhere. He going nowhere, man. Stop instigating.
By the way, but Zaire, kick us off, bro. I mean, you guys want to sign him before the Club World Cup. Do you think this is a player that you need? Because I know that your defense is kind of shaky as well. So how do you think it's going to affect your other transfer business? Go ahead, bro.
I mean, here's the thing, because I know a lot of people tell me, oh, we don't need Florian Wirtz. We have to worry about defense. And they're not wrong, to be fair. But I do have to say, I don't think people factor in the fact that we're getting money off certain sales, and on top of that I believe Adidas is involved as well, apparently, because there's a relationship, and Wirtz is an Adidas representative, so I think Adidas are helping in financing the deal, weirdly enough. But yeah, man, listen, Florian Wirtz, I mean, I don't know, listen, I think we will get him if we are proactive. And the good thing about this is usually when we do business, it's Max Erbil, that fraud, who's involved. However, in this case, it's actually Karl-Heinz Rummenigge and Uli Hoeneß, the supervisory board, because they want to make sure that this deal gets over the line. And they should get it over the line because, to be honest, for the past 2 or 3 years, all they've been doing is talking about Wirtz, to a point in which Karl-Heinz Rummenigge has said that Florian Wirtz is the best German player when you have Musiala there. Like, what? Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So, has to be done, bro. But my concern is Man City is also lurking. I think we can't underestimate them in this thing. Especially the fact. So here's the weird scenario thing, right? So Leverkusen don't want to sell to us. And if they do, it's for 150 million. And with Man City, it's 100 million because they're not competitor now. We are their competitor, right? But then on the other,
Yep.
But then on the other hand, the agent of Wirtz, which is his dad, is leaning more towards Bayern because he wants to stay in Germany.
So then, how much money do you think that Bayern will end up paying? Like when it's all said and done?
No, they're willing to meet the demands. They're actually willing to.
150. 150.
Yeah, they're actually willing to meet the demands. That's why I'm telling you, they're trying to get the funds from whatever way they can, whether it's Adidas, sales.
Go ahead, Kevin, jump in, brother.
Where's Wirtz gonna fit on this squad?
I'll tell you exactly where he can play. Musiala, Olise can be our attack behind Kane because they can interchange.
You're gonna move Musiala to the wing, like you're gonna. Move
I actually wouldn't mind. I actually been saying anyone that's followed me, I've been saying Musiala should be a winger.
Terrible move. That's a
but wait, but Musiala on the left wing is not bad.
They can interchange, bro. Musiala's best quality.
Musiala on the wing is not bad.
Dribbling is best done on the wing.
Yeah,
why are we doing it?
He's better than Leroy. I can tell you that. He's better than Leroy.
That would be a scary from
that ain't saying much, Omar. Let's be real.
True. Hey, RSM, I actually agree. Ain't saying much. That guy should. You know, I pray to God that guy leaves.
I think
there's an ultimatum on this guy versus he got a new agent. But that's
my question. I think I agree with you. I think the question comes down to is how much are Man City going to push? Because I think that this season kind of showed them that Foden is not going to be the inheritor of the 10 position. He's not creative enough. He doesn't do enough. So they are going to be in the market for that for a 10. It just comes down to how badly are they in for Wirtz. And remember that Man City also need a lot more players in more key positions. So maybe they don't want to drop 100 on just Wirtz. We have to see how the summer develops. But I do think that we have to keep an eye on it. I think maybe Bayern are closer because of when they put the money on the table. I think Man City would maybe want to negotiate a bit more just because they have a lot more positions that they want to go for in the summer.
I think with
Kevin jumping.
By the way, RSM, I'm not disrespecting. I have to say
1 second. Kevin jump in.
Kevin wants to go. Oh, sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
I think with Kevin De Bruyne leaving, Wirtz is going to fit right into Man City's squad. They're going to need somebody to fit in with Rodri coming back from a bad injury. I think Kevin De Bruyne exiting is going to leave a big hole in Man City's midfield that Wirtz could just step right into and create automatically. I think he'll fit right in.
Yeah, but I think that the player wants to stay in Germany. That's the thing.
So
that would be the problem.
It's his dad and Wirtz, yes. But the problem is,
if he stays in Germany, his career is never going to take off, bro. Because and if he goes to Bayern Munich, it's like winning a UCL with Madrid. It's not going to move anybody, bro.
Can I just add something about this move, right? So I actually did talk to Zia about this last week, the Florian Wirtz to Bayern Munich move. Now, here's my opinion on this move, right? Yeah, from the player's standpoint, from the player's father, the agent's standpoint, yes, they want to move to Bayern, right? All right, and Leverkusen are more reluctant to sell to Bayern and are more open to selling to the Premier League. You've seen it already, like Zia mentioned, right? They are willing to sell him for like 100 million to Manchester City, right? Then 152 Bayern Munich, right? Now, if it's a matter of who needs him the most, I'll be honest, I think City need him more.
I agree.
Than Bayern.
Yeah,
you know
I agree.
what I'm saying? Because this is the thing, right? I know. Basically, what Zia, what you're saying is, I get it, right? When you guys, if you sign Florian Wirtz, I can see you guys putting your Musiala on the wing, right? That would work, right? Olise on the right. You understand what I'm saying? That would be great, right? But with City, they need a rebuilding, especially in that midfield when De Bruyne leaves. You understand what I'm saying, right? And you just mentioned it. Phil Foden, bro, he's not it, man. The guy.
That false 10, man. He's a fraud.
Not gonna lie, bro. The guy.
The cut in and shoot merchant, bro.
That Southampton game just showed me everything I needed. I was like, yeah, this guy, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't back this anymore, right? And I think that.
Wait, my bad. Who we talking about?
Foden. The false 10 Foden.
About that guy, bro. Bro, I've been said about Foden when that guy won PFA Player of the Year. Like that guy.
Yes.
Like, that guy won PFA. Player
He robbed it from Palmer, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
I'm saying facts. Palmer deserved more than him. Facts are.
Okay, so I'll say this, right? Just to stay on the first point, right? I think that City need him more because City actually need to rebuild that midfield that they have, right?
Yeah.
They need to, and so they need him more, right? But the issue is, like you just mentioned, it's going to be very difficult because we know where Florian Wirtz's heart is. You understand what I'm saying, right? So what's going to happen?
So Amar, you know what I think is going to happen? So I think it comes down to if we're able to put in the money quick enough. Because if we don't put the money quick enough, guess what? Man, listen, I'm not disrespecting Sheikh Mansour and Khaldoud bin Mubarak at Man City to actually lurk in and actually try to negotiate their way with Leverkusen to a deal. And not just that, to eventually convince the Wirtz camp to actually go to City. Because let's be real, if we take our time with putting in the money, they'll be like, what's taking you so long? We've agreed already.
And also money talks, guys. Money talks. You don't know, man.
Hold up. Zero, hold up. Not Zero. Zero, wait. Not only that, by the way, the more time you give City, the more they can get all of their other signings done, and they can be like, Wirtz, we got everybody else, we're just waiting for you, kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh wait, so can I ask you guys?
That's the only thing I would say. That's the only thing I would say is that with the City rebuild
World Cup because they've been negotiating.
Yeah, you guys got to hurry up on that.
Go ahead, Corey, jump in. Go ahead.
That's the only thing I was gonna say with this. In terms of like who would get it first in between them and City is that the only thing I would say is that like from what I heard from City fans is that like their squad needs like a way more like of a rebuild compared to like Bayern.
100%.
Like this is the biggest guy that they need. Like
in that position, yes.
Like Wirtz is the biggest star that they're gonna be going. Man City, they need to buy They need to buy right back, replacement for Rodri, De Bruyne replacement. Like they got hella holes in their squad compared to Bayern, so I feel like they'll get the only thing I would say in terms of like Wirtz going from like a player perspective is that I just don't know where he would play like because like whether it's like in the 10 because like I know he's played a couple games off the left, but I don't think his best is definitely there, and like I think Musiala is levels above. I think Musiala levels above player compared to Wirtz.
Yeah, wait, so but I mean, okay, but can we be too surprised though? Because like Bayern do this, right? Like this is.
No, absolutely not. Especially with him being German and like we all know hella German players.
Yeah. We usually we're supposed to be taking German talk.
Yeah, you know, like this is what. So the question that I wanted to ask you guys before we move on, I'm gonna start with Touchline, right? Touchline. Do you think? And I asked this in the group chat, but do you think that is Florian Wirtz a snake because he's joining their rival technically, right? It's like what. By the way, it's like what Zaire said.
But
that's their direct competitors, right? Leverkusen, they shook up the Bundesliga, right? They actually made it relevant for a season, right? They were the first winners in over a decade. And that did rattle Zaire and, Liam, because now they do Leverkusen hate watches. So they are rivals, technically. You know what I'm saying? So now, look at how Liverpool fans are treating Trent.
That league is so crap.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That league is so crap, bro. Like and this is why it's crap.
Yeah, it's a monopoly league.
In what other league?
It's the same. It's league, bro.
Liga, but they speak German.
I'm sorry, I was lagging. Yeah, only Liga is the only other top league that's considered as a top league. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
You're lagging a bit, but your audio.
Your camera's lagging, but your audio's good.
Yep. You can keep talking. Go ahead. We can still hear you clearly.
Hold on.
Hey, stop making sense. Tell him.
Well, there's somebody else. Answer the question. Corey.
Okay,
Corey, do you think that he's a snake?
I think he's definitely a snake. I think that Bayern Munich they can't swoop in to take a direct rival. I think Leverkusen would be a joke if they let that happen.
But Dortmund do it all the time.
That's okay.
Like this is how things go in the But this is how things go in the Bundesliga.
No one ever rated Dortmund. People leave Dortmund all the time. The only person that's rated Dortmund is Marco Reus. God bless him. Like, but other than that,
yeah, but But this is part and reason why the Bundesliga isn't really rated like that. Because if you have a young and upcoming player that's very talented, Bayern are gonna take him.
So if Wirtz goes to Bayern, it's gonna send the league like it's way down. It's gonna be below Farmers League if Wirtz goes to Bayern Munich.
It's already a Farmers League.
I'm not gonna lie. As long as I'm winning, I don't care. Y'all can cry, guys.
You can say that, man. You can say
enough. As long as I'm winning, I don't care. Like,
it's already a Farmers League. It's already a Farmers League, but this is already confirmed next season. Bayern will win the league very easily.
But even if Wirtz doesn't go there, it's already confirmed. They're winning the league.
You know what it is?
They don't need him.
Because Alonso's dip. Unless if a new manager somehow shocks us.
Can I say something, guys? Because I haven't actually had a chance to answer the question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Florian Wirtz a snake. I mean, he's the one he wants the move. So clearly, yeah, because he actually wants the move. It's not like Leverkusen are like selling him. You understand what I'm saying, right? They haven't even I mean, if it's up to Leverkusen, they have already shown that they are more open to selling him outside the league than inside the league. You understand what I'm saying, right? But look, we've seen this situation before where players have wanted to go to. I mean, I'll use Touchline's team, United, as an example. Back in the day, when they had Gabriel Heinze wanted to go to Liverpool. He wanted to go to Liverpool. Sir Alex Ferguson said, "Yo, you're going to Liverpool over my dead body, bro." He was like, "Bro, you will go to because at the time he wanted to leave, so he was trying to force the move to Liverpool. But guess what? Sir Alex said, "Hell no, you are not going to our direct rivals. You're going to Real Madrid. I will sell you to Real Madrid before I sell you to Liverpool." You understand what I'm saying, right? So sometimes, listen. If I'm Leverkusen, bro, at this point, I'm just like, bro, I don't give a fuck where you want to go to, man. And you understand what I'm saying, right? We are not going to make our rivals better. You understand what I'm saying, right? So you're going to make this move to Manchester City, whether you like it or not. You understand what I'm saying, right? And that's what I think.
Yeah, but there's only so much you can do in today's era, Amar.
Well, listen, it is what it is. But listen, at the end of the day, Manchester City, they have the pool. Maybe they might be able to convince him. Maybe they might be able to offer.
Oh, no, I agree with that, but in today's era.
But I'll tell you this. Obviously, yes, we know what the Bundesliga is like. It's Bayern Munich and then everybody else. You understand what I'm saying, right?
You know what I wonder, right? What I wonder is if he ends up going to Manchester City, right? If Wirtz rejects Bayern and goes to Man City, I will bet anybody on this panel $100 that Liam will call him scum and a snake, and he was never his player.
Yes, we know that.
I would bet money on that. Yo, this man's gonna call a Leverkusen player a snake. I would bet money on it. Liam, don't lie.
But that's just Liam. Why are you surprised though? He's like that.
I can't defend you there, bro. That's such a you thing to do. I can't.
No. So
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't, bro. I can't, bro. This guy is the top.
Yo, Zier said I'm not dying on this hill, bro.
Well, can I just listen? I just want to finish my point, right? This is the last thing I'm going to say.
No, I'm just about the truth.
If Leverkusen, if Bayern Munich do buy Florian Wirtz, yes, at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything as far as Bundesliga is concerned. Because Bundesliga has always been a one-team league. It will always be a one-team league. I don't care if we have new champions here and there. It's only for a matter of time before Bayern Munich take over. You understand what I'm saying, right? What I feel like this move would do if he goes to Bayern Munich, it would just make them more competitive in Europe. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yep.
Maybe it might make them better in Europe, but that's really it.
Yeah, fair enough. Damn. So Corey,
that's not what I want, Amar. So
I don't know.
I
if
win.
Back or not.
No, don't worry. I'll still cook Arteta if you want.
Yeah. I mean, we're still gonna talk about it. Last topic. Oh, well, look, see, I mentioned Arsenal. Look, Corey said, "Nah, he not missing the Arsenal."
Nah, bro, that's destiny. My laptop literally just died. Just turn it back on now.
Nah, look, fair enough. So two things that we're gonna talk about with Arsenal, chat. One is the banner that the Liverpool fans had up, and then I also want to get everybody's thoughts on Zubamendi, because they did confirm that over the weekend. Now, Corey, we got to start with you, bro. What did you think about that banner that they had at Anfield with Arteta? You know, it's like always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Do you think that was disrespect? Do you think that Arteta is too disrespected? Like, do you think that people need to start putting respect on your gaffer, bro?
First of all, don't you ever say my gaffer again, bro. Like,
he knew what he was doing.
But in terms of what's it called? When it comes to the bridesmaid thing, like, you can't deny it, bro. Like you finished second 3 places in a row. One thing I will say is that like I never thought like he could rattle like this many people, bro. Like this, they put up like even the camera one with Odegaard. Like I couldn't even believe they had that. I was like, raw, that 3-1 really hurt them. Like what it was called with him taking a picture of the cameraman. But when it comes to this, bro, like yeah, like cool. They finished like you finished 15 points above. Like congratulations. And like with the shit he said, like in his pressers, like I'm not surprised. Like they've done like something like this, like to banter him, bro. Because like the shit he was saying, he was being very like disingenuous. Like even I'll say that because like how are you comparing points totals, bro? When like the season's not even done. You know how shameless you got to be to do that.
Yeah.
Also, hold up. Also, acting like Liverpool didn't get like some of the highest second place finishes in history.
I'm saying, bro, it's incredibly shameless. Like I can't believe like he was saying that, bro.
I mean, can I just say this?
I
could have sworn that you said that if Arsenal finished second this season, they will be the first team to finish second 3 seasons in a row, right?
No, we've done it before. We've done it before. 99 to 01.
No,
yeah. They did it
it's not
before
the first time.
when we won the treble. When we won the treble that year, I think that was the time that they done in a row.
We should have won the league that year as well.
So Arsenal are the only team that have done 3 seasons in a row second place.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I mean, look, I'm not being very honest about this banner. Yes, this banner can be deemed as disrespectful, but I'll be honest with you, man. At the end of the day, you just mentioned it. What Arteta was saying, I'm sorry, man. I can see why the Liverpool fans were taking the piss. Because at the end of the day, this is the thing, man. Listen, at the end of the day, look, Arteta has been too overprotected, man. I'm sorry, but he has been, right? This guy, right, has been here now for his 5th season in a row. There has been so many excuses that a lot of these top gunners have been bringing about this guy for so long. They've made excuses, they've made promises. They've said, yo, when club leaves the league, guess what? Arsenal will finally take over. When Pep Guardiola falls off, yeah, Arsenal will take over. When they've made so many excuses. And this season, when you look at the fact that City have fallen off, and the fact that the Liverpool have won the league with a brand new manager, bro, that is where you will finish.
And hold up, and no signings, 0 signings.
And 0, bro, that is where
barely
you,
any
for me,
out.
That's where I'm like, bro, you've run out of excuses. You literally have nothing else. I don't care about injuries. This is your squad. You should have got. How many seasons have Arsenal fans been sitting there saying our squad is not good enough? We need to buy players from this position, that position, that position. No, trust Arteta. He knows what he is doing. All right, fine. We trust Arteta. Guess what? The squad is right there. You've had all these injuries. You got no excuses. You understand what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying. Like the stuff, like the stuff. What's it called? The fan base was saying last year. The stuff the fan base is saying this year. It's the same stuff we were saying last year, bro. The only difference is that we're gonna be more we will be more confident going for the league this year than we are gonna be going for it next year.
What the worst
That's
thing
the
is,
only
Corey?
difference.
And you know what the worst thing is, Corey? You've already heard the Arsenal fans doing the same thing for next season. Because after this season was over, around January, I remember telling people, I was like, there's no way Arsenal fans can make any excuses if this man doesn't win anything this season. Because everyone was saying that if he doesn't win anything this season, in the 24-25 season, then he needs to be sacked. That was what they were saying. And out of these Arsenal fans, that's what they said. These Arteta in supporters, right? They were saying that if he doesn't win anything this season, then it's enough, right? But guess what? This same fans now.
But hold up. But wait. But Omar, you're forgetting that he did win something, bro.
Okay, don't take the piss. I already know.
He won, bro. He won the
We beat Madrid Cup. We beat Madrid Cup.
The We Beat Madrid Cup. They won the We Beat Madrid Cup, bro.
Yeah, well, listen, man. Congratulations. Here's your
That means Barca have done what? 7 trophies this season.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, big time. Yep.
But here's the thing, right? Corey, right? At the end of the day.
Hold on, wait. Actually, Omar, 1 second. I actually do have a question for Corey. Corey, you're Arteta out.
Yes, sir. Proudly. What you mean?
Like, have you always been, or is this like a recent?
Not always been. I was actually, believe it or not, like you guys could say I was on the when he first came in. I was on the top Gunner side because I knew how shit we were, bro. Like even like I'm not even supporting this club like just under 10 years, bro, and I still realize like how shit we've been. So like when he came in and like he did the building of like 5th, and the one thing I will say is that though I had my Arteta out was when he lost the league, not this season, the year before. Because that's when I seen, okay, bro, you've choked 3 times. You're clearly like not that guy. But I already said multiple times that he already proved me wrong. Because I did say that like in terms of like winning like the top, I already in terms of like even like getting us back, I said the guy may not even be the guy for that, and he did that. So I already said it. Like in terms of what I said at the beginning, you've already proved me wrong. Now my question was, could you take me to could you take me to like the very top? Because I've always said this with Arteta, bro. You could take a like from homeless to middle class, like he's done that. But you cannot take me from middle class to Beverly Hills, bro. Like to that gap, you're not the guy. He's not the guy.
Yeah, listen, some managers are not that good.
He was the thing is he was always meant to be the guy before the guy.
Exactly, he's our Brendan Rodgers, bro.
Like that. Yep. Some managers, listen, some managers, that's what they're good
He's
at.
bro. He's our Brendan Rodgers at Liverpool. He's our what's it called? He's our Ranieri when he was at Chelsea before Mourinho came in. That's the kind of manager he is, and there's nothing wrong with that. Cool, because like he's still young. He can still go. He can still go to some other club and like still achieve. It may not be like top, but like you can still go do that and like still like earn like your stripes and still get another like big job. Like God knows how long in the future.
So is the only Arsenal problem the manager, or is it a front office problem too? Because like you bought Marino from.
He's one of the problems. He's one of the problems who's been there for too long. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. He's one. Yeah, he and now and with Barca in now, with Barca in here now, I would definitely say.
Hold on, Omar. Let the Arsenal fan like. Yeah, come on, bro.
And when Berta coming in, I said Berta with Edu leaving. Edu also was a massive problem. And when he left, I threw a party, bro. I popped bottles. Thank God that brother left. I was like, God. And when Berta
he threw something on the grill, bro.
So are there no other signings that Arsenal can make other than Zubamendi? I feel like that's not their only missing piece.
That's a great transition, Kevin.
No. Far from it, bro. He's not just the only
great transition. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Well, they've been signing players from Real Sociedad, but is it worth it to have all this money just to become Sociedad 2.0?
Yo, Omar, phase 6 is to become a mid-table La Liga team. It's just crazy.
And they want Isak as well.
Yeah, but they're not.
Yeah. Wait, that's the case, then boy.
Bro, I'm telling you right now. No. If Isak, if Newcastle get UCL, Isak's not going anywhere, bro.
Yeah, Isak's not going anywhere. I'm telling you right now, he's staying at Newcastle.
Not going
if they get UCL,
there was the Newcastle ambassador.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, he's staying at Nadil Shiyukh. Staying at.
Going what's it called? Transition to Zubamendi. The big thing I said for me was that I'm glad that like. This club, one thing I've always asked this club to do from like the second I started supporting it was when the window is closed. See, I've seen hella teams be doing business outside the transfer window, bro. It's one of the big things I've said that we don't do because being proactive is one thing this club has not been doing for years. And seeing this was actually like a good sign. And this is why I was happy about Berta because from a higher up level, because from like a board level, like negotiation wise, I feel like this club is like it was never respected when you got Edu heading up negotiations and fucking what's his fucking name, bro? Jason Ato and Richard Garlick, like that clip from All or Nothing when Edu and Garlick are sat there talking about getting rid of Aubameyang, and they're talking about they're not gonna get much money for him just because he's like above 30. I think the guy was like 31 at the time. It was ridiculous, bro. And with Berta in here now, 32. He's got that. With Berta here now, he's got that respect. He's got for me, I think he's probably got better talent ID. He's got better talent ID than Arteta, to be honest, seeing the players he signed. And I think when it comes to selling players, I feel like he'll improve us in that as well. So I think from a board level, Berta is really going to like improve us from that sense.
Yeah, it's actually crazy as well. So initially, when I first saw this deal get announced, I was like, I don't really think that this is what Arsenal need because it's 60 M's.
No,
right?
trust me, bro.
But now that I think about it, right? So in your midfield, your 2 8s are locked on, right? We know it's gonna be Rice. We know it's gonna be my Odegaard. But in the 6, Partey's future is not certain. Bro, his contract runs out, and I know that you guys.
Jorginho's left as well.
Yep.
But now by bringing in
that unnamed Premier League player ain't got much time left.
Now if you guys bring in Zubamendi, right? Partey can leave, but at the same time, it's like that 60 M's could have been used to get a top striker. So,
we're gonna spend more than 60 M's, bro. Like, you do the math. It's like
no, but I'm saying, but like some of that could have been used towards like Isak, right? Like Gyökeres.
Even still with Gyökeres, like what's it called? Gyökeres, like he's got a release clause. I think it's just like under 80. And we barely spent any money like the summer before.
65 million days.
Yeah, 65 mil. Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's 65, and they just spent 60 on Zubamendi. Right, for a player who they already have players in that position, they actually need an actual striker right now. Let's be honest. They need a 20 goal a season striker, which Gyökeres has shown that
Run the
consistently
likes
now
up,
for 2
chat.
seasons. Yeah, for 2 seasons now has proven that he is that kind of goal scorer, right? So activate the 65 million release clause, right? But listen, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very interested to see how this move happens, because maybe you just mentioned it, Will. Maybe Thomas Partey might leave at the end of the season. Maybe
it also did come out today that they can't reach an agreement with Partey. Like they're gonna
there you go.
Like they're not gonna do that extra push to try to keep him. Like if they,
and
they
also, bro, like Corey,
they're gonna let him go.
Well, yeah, and also Corey, right? Like Thomas Partey, he hasn't really been able to stay fit like that. Hey, Zaire, what does this mean?
Because I started it. I said that we need to support the team of the sheikhs. You know what I mean? So then he's like, Allah is here. We're gonna support the team of the sheikhs. That's all it is, really. It's just me saying that we need to support MBSFC, bro. You know what I'm saying? Saudi representing.
Okay. Nah, like I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. I was shit.
Nah,
but
that's all it is, man.
Yeah. So wait. So Corey, do you think that this signing, right? Like, do you think that this is a move that gets you over the line next season?
I wouldn't say it's a move that gets you over the line, because like I feel like it's like that's the striker part for us, because like the amount of times I need more than just my hands to count the amount of times we've missed a big chance in a game and we've gone 1-0 down. Like Fulham, what's it called? Even Anfield at the weekend, bro. We missed a sitter in the first 3 minutes. We were 2-0 down after 20 something. Like it's ridiculous. Fulham, another one. Everton, we didn't go 1-0 down, but we lost that. What's it called? We drew that game 0-0. We missed the amount of games we've missed hella sitters, bro, and we have not got 3 points is uncountable, bro. It's ridiculous. So that's why I'm saying a striker is like the main thing, like because the striker will bring us like that big X factor. Because other than Saka, we don't really have like no like X factor or difference makers in our team. Like Havertz, he will get you goals, but like he'll also miss you 2 sitters like in a game. So like and he'll miss like it's not even like he scores like in like the big clutch games as well. Like he'll like Bayern 2 years ago. Guy will like where was the guy? Did not see him at all. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was
and if I'm gonna be honest as well, I'll be honest. If you guys are gonna buy midfielders, right? I'll be honest. You guys need to buy a player to replace Odegaard, because Odegaard, man, he's not good enough. I'm sorry, right? Why did you guys go on? If you guys are buying Spanish players, why didn't you guys go and buy Bayern from Villarreal? Like that guy would have actually improved your team. Like he might have actually created because he's a great creative midfielder, right? And we've seen Odegaard. He has this tendency to just go missing. I
don't even think that Arsenal need to buy that creative. I think Ethan Nwaneri is right there, but it's like
free Ethan, by the way. Free Ethan, man.
You know it is with
like
Odegaard.
Odegaard right there. He's a baller.
I was gonna say
Odegaard does what Arteta wants him to do, though. He does the running and all that stuff, and he does exactly what Arteta.
Yeah, well,
he'll listen to Arteta. Whereas a number 10 is notoriously known. We know this. Number 10 is notoriously known for not listening to the manager and just doing what they
do
want.
whatever they want.
They want to
being creative, yes, but being creative.
No, this is what I'll say about Odegaard, right? My problem with Odegaard is not his ability, because like I've seen the guy like the last 2 seasons. Like I've seen he could play up to a level, bro. My problem is with my problem with him is that the fact that he has that armband on his shoulder. For me that needs to go. That's been my biggest problem with him, is that he's not played like a captain, bro. Whether that's vocally or even from like a lead by example perspective. Like he's done none of that this year. But I think when it comes to ability, he's got the ability to play in the team, bro. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, fair enough. But look, chat. Let us know what you guys are saying for any of the topics that we got into. I think we can wrap up right here, right? Big up to everybody that's on the panel, right? Shout out to RSM, Omar, Touchline, Zaire. Big up to my guy Kevin, Corey, right? Barca Volume, Barca Reacts. No, Barca React wasn't on here. Shit, so many Barca in Barca Volume.
Yeah, Barca.
There's so many Barca. Yeah, you know what I gotta go do? Chat, I'm gonna need you guys, right? Get in the Discord. The link is getting dropped throughout the chat. I need you guys to private message me on Discord some some Real Madrid creators, because I feel like
I know some. If
you know some.
Yeah, I know some.
All right, well, you can send me their YouTube. I'll check
them
out.
Listen, if Man United do Spurs in the final, Real Madrid.
Yo, touch it. I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say. Look for another United rep. I'm done for the summer.
Oh, no, okay, so wait.
And that.
And
Will, hold on. Will, come look on my channel because I'm actually going to be doing a Barca Madrid show and I'll be having some Madrid panelists. So sometimes I'll add you in it, so you can actually get to know some of them.
Those you who are saying Faisal, you got to realize, brother.
Faisal, yo.
Faisal is the biggest Madrid.
Yeah. What don't got that paycheck yet?
I don't got now.
We don't got that clout yet, bro. We don't got that clout yet.
I'm a catch Faisal though. Don't worry. Give me like a year. But no. As of right now, though, like realistic kind of people. That's like saying to go get like a Mark Goldbridge. It's not gonna happen, bro. Like, Mark Goldbridge is not joining my channel, bro. You feel me? But now, look, man. But big up everybody that's in here, though, right? Smash that like button, subscribe. This stream is gonna take you over to Touchline. I think he's doing a show with Zaire, right? So let him know Carnage Raid, even though he can hear it right now. But subscribe to everybody that's up here, right? They all have channels. Kevin, you got to start that YouTube channel, bro. I'm telling you, YouTube's where it's at, my guy. But all their channels are in my description.
I'll have you on the Coolest Culture show as well.
So all their channels are in my description, but they've also been on screen the entire time. So But all right, guys, catch you in a bit. We'll be back Friday, maybe. Yo.